Hello, everybody.
Hello. First thing we want to say is hello to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, anybody and everybody here watching. And even when you're on replay, everybody's saying now you do the hashtag replay thing. That way I know you're on replay. And whether you're watching right now see, how's that volume up? And whether you're watching right now or you're OP's on technology, right? Oh, people. Whether you're watching right now or on replay, hit the share button. Share it in groups. Share this wherever it is that you want. I want to thank you to Tapping Into You with Tapngrl. I'm your host, Colette Liose, Tapngrl. I've got Lisa here with me. We're going to get to that in just a second. But I want to thank my sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Logan Street Signs and Banners, the amazing Jim Wofford, who besides busting my chops because it's fun, does all things technical here for us because he really does love and adore me. He just doesn't say it out loud.
I like Scott better.
Now, just so you know, some of you can hear Scott, but I have to tell you the other day because, when I do my Tuesday lives, nobody sees him. Mm-hmm. They hear him. Oh. He mirrors me and all of those things. And so the other day, a lady gets on and she always cracks me up and she said, "Oh, good morning, invisible husband," or something like that. So at one point I even showed him our calendar because one of the things Lisa was just talking about, she loves these. And some of you are familiar with these. What these are affirmations out of the Louise Hay Page a Day calendar.
Love them.
And what my sister and I did several years ago, actually it was her idea, is that she laminated these. And so what she does is she lays 4 of them on a sheet, and then you do the laminating, and then she would cut it out, taking off the date. Now, what's really cool about these is I had another lady I met that had all kinds of labels. So I had kind of wanted to use these as a card because what I do when I do classes and things like that is I take the whole thing, let me make sure I keep them in order, and I'd fan it out, and then I say, here, pick one, and then read it, and if it fits, keep it. If it doesn't, put it back and get another one. So I had this friend who had all these labels, so she printed a ton of them off for me, and I put them on the back, so that now when you get these affirmations, you remember where you got
Colette.
them. Yeah, remember me, because you want to tell everyone you know about me. All right, so you tell them about Joe.
A little bit.
I'll give you 30 seconds. Just use it all up.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm Lisa Stasiak, and I work with essential oils, particularly Young Living, and I'm a Reiki Master teacher, working with oils, with the Reiki, drumming now with the Reiki. It's just fun.
Yeah, I was just telling somebody the other day how much you love the drumming.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because they were asking me, where was I? Because they were asking me, and I said, oh, the lady that sits co-chair with me on the second Thursday of the month. That she's Reiki Master, loves the drumming, is essential oil. That's what it was. They were asking me questions about the oils.
Yep.
And I was because I always let somebody know that, if I were doing that, you're my guy.
Thank you.
And I actually did shoot Lisa a note this morning. I was doing that on a regular basis, then I kind of dropped the ball for a while. She would just get whatever oils she was inspired to get. And I said today, because we're going to kind of mirror my Tuesday Live a little bit today, that today we're going to do a little bit of stress and anxiety release tapping, but mostly we're going to be tapping in positive affirmations, because anybody who's followed me on my lives, worked with me, knows that I use the tapping for tapping in the good stuff as much or more really anymore to tap out the yucky stuff. I gotta tell you, it just still blows me away when it works. I mean, when I'm sitting there and I feel twisted up in knots, and it's like, because I've been doing a lot of tapping in the morning, and it just starts out with fear and anxiety, or that kind of thing.
Yeah. Can I share with you something?
Raise your hand first.
Can I ask a question, teacher?
No.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you. I'll just share. A week or two ago, I had an episode of I could not sleep. I just was thinking about all kinds of things. I just couldn't sleep, and I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to listen to a meditation, a kind of talk down to get you to sleep, or all kinds of things. Nothing was working. tapping.
Did you get up and do it or just
No,
visualize it?
it was after the fact. I finally fell asleep, but I'm thinking, you know what? That's really dumb because I could just sit there and the tapping. You know, I have to realize that all these things, they're not just individual. They're.
It comes together.
Yes.
And not only that, but I will tell you, we can listen to this stuff all day long.
Yeah.
But you gotta start, I keep telling you guys, you gotta start speaking the affirmations.
Yeah.
If you have, look, if the only time you get by yourself is in the car, speak affirmations out loud. It's a fantastic place to do it. Because what you're probably going to find if you haven't spoken them out loud is you're going to stutter.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to find yourself going, okay, a positive affirmation. I mean, I really had to practice that.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you something cool that happened to me yesterday. Because my, we know the more you feel good, the more you get a match to feeling good, the more synced up, the more intuitive you are, the more you take off the layers, you know, that it's a whole coming together thing. Yeah. It's kind of like, okay, I was just thinking about, I got some stuff, goodies over here in the thing, that I'm actually going to give to Jim. And, but like when you do a recipe, when you make a cake, okay, you can have sugar sitting there, but if you don't put in the flour and the baking powder and the, it's a whole thing. Right. So here we were yesterday. My sister came over because her birthday's coming up and Scott's birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday to you. And so we went out. We had a play day yesterday, and it was so amazing to me because I am really starting to pay attention to those voices in my head. Now, I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not multiple personality. Well, yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. What? Who are you talking to? So anyway, but you know what I mean by that, and those of you who follow your intuition, you might just get a nudge, okay, to do something. So here's what happened. They were down in the car. Now, Scott and I now know, because it's just us, there's like a checklist we go through when we're leaving the house. Got to put the stick in the sliding door. Got to make sure the stove's off. The fridge is closed.
All
those things, right? Okay. And we kind of run. What?
Toilet seat down.
Well, that's just a habit after we go, because I watched a little video on what happens if you don't.
The cat drinks out of it.
Well, no, it really has more to do with propelling. Like, let's just say you don't want your toothbrush around when you're flushing the toilet. Okay, so that's start tapping.
There's some good
if that
information.
freaked you out, start tapping.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott, for freaking us out. So you're gonna go. How'd we get on this?
There you go.
Right, so
If you just tuned in.
if you just tuned in and you heard that and got freaked out, then start tapping. Okay, so anyway, what happened was I said I got into a nudge, okay, and said I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go in and check stuff, right?
Okay.
So we're in a split level. So when you come in from the garage, you go up and then up and get another half. Okay. You actually come up to the front door.
Okay.
So as I'm coming there, I get this impression that says, "Get your key," and I thought, okay, that's kind of weird because she's driving. We don't. Okay, so I opened the front door, unlocked the storm door. Okay, and I'm walking around upstairs. I'm checking the stove. I'm checking, and in my head, I'm going, "Why did I hear that?"
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I go over because daily when I walk, I have a key that I take, and so I took the key off of there, threw it in my pocket, and come downstairs. I'm standing outside the garage. Start to hit the garage code. Nothing.
Didn't
The
work.
battery was dead, and I was like, I know it. Okay, it just did you cascade goosebumps?
Yes, it did, all the way down.
And I was like, because these things, and you'll see when they start happening more and more to you, it's kind of like, well, it's like explaining a dream to somebody, where you knew the big impression of it, but when you tell it, it sounds so
doesn't have the-
insignificant.
yeah, I know
People, that's not a big deal,
I know.
stuff like that.
Yep.
But I knew that was my higher self, my inner knowing, my inner being that leads me along the path.
Right.
Okay. The path of what? The path of whatever it is that I'm actually a vibrational match to. Okay. Now, inner being only leads me on the path of my good. Meaning, when I feel good, I start getting more and more information that lets me know, turn here, go there, go down that aisle.
Right.
I'm having that happen more and more and more at the store when I go do things. even the story I told last week about the car coming through the intersection and all those things that happen. So let's just, I want to tell you a few things, then we're going to get to the tapping. This show with Lisa and the fourth Thursday that I do with Melissa, that's just an ongoing thing. I want to let you know that this Sunday, now normally we don't date these, but I always have to, because this Sunday, April 14, 2019, and I finally had somebody give me the name. I was like, duh, I never thought of that. You know, I always call it adult girls only tapping.
Oh, yes.
It's goddess tapping.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
Yeah, she goes, oh, goddesses tapping. I was like, okay, you're so brilliant. All right, so that is Sunday. I do that 1 to 2:30, and I said that because when I was doing 1 to 3, we were together till 4. So I'm saying
Oh, my
2:30,
gosh,
hoping
yeah.
we're done at 3.
Yeah.
All right, that's this Sunday. On 4/22, if you have not already gone to my timeline on Facebook and seen the Own Your Divine Light series, my interview will be coming up on April 22nd.
Okay, good.
And I will make sure that on Facebook that day I share that to my
Good.
timeline
Janet
again.
Miller.
Janet Miller, is doing this amazing thing through the whole month of April. I just watched Jason Stevenson's interview this morning. Jason Stevenson, if you're not familiar with him, he and actually Ali O'Shea, who they were both in January Consciousness Creators with me. They both do guided meditations.
Yes.
And they do that on YouTube, and Allie's always going live on Facebook, way more, even more than I am. I think almost daily. I just don't know how people keep up. I really don't. Right, I'm not there yet. Okay, y'all, Mom's getting tired. I can't beat the hell out of him by myself. Somebody's gotta step up. Just kidding. So, then I got a phone call the other day, a lady doing a thing called Quantum Recovery Summit, and it's about addiction. She was actually an addiction nurse, and she's retired, and like so many of us, she wants to bring the weird out of the closet.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
And I'm telling you, you guys got to understand, this weird that some people judge as weird, like the tapping and the other things, this is actually science. We now know, like even
Right.
Reiki.
Right.
Reiki's been around as long, that's what Jesus did.
Forever.
Jesus was doing Reiki, peeps. Laying on of hands. Come on, seriously. He just had some wowzer symbols.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Okay. Also want to let you know that on 4/25, I'll actually be interviewed by Jason Stevenson. And Jason
neat.
like I said, I just watched his, every time I watch an interview of his, and maybe it's the same way for people who watch me, you learn new things about him. It's really cool. In May, I will be at a yoga studio in Zionsville called Blooming Life Yoga Studio and School. May 19th, we're going to be having a tapping class.
Okay.
It will be from 2 to 3:30. That's going to be open to the public. And then I actually got the official thing for 6-1 at Camp Chesterfield.
Okay.
So if you're in or around Indiana, if you're in Illinois, if you're in Ohio, if you're in Kentucky and you want to travel,
Good.
it's a 3-hour class and it's a really, really good deal. Listen, when we do these things in group like
Yes.
this, you guys are getting a really good deal. So I want to tell you real fast what tapping is, and I like explaining it as body-brain science, and I like doing that, and I like repeating that because, first of all, we do learn by repetition. So, you might hear me say something you didn't hear me say before, okay? So... So what tapping is where we are addressing the negative garbage that lives in here. What's thought up here expresses in the body, okay? It creates dis-ease. Dis-ease, okay? Now, I would never say that I can heal you from your dis-ease, but what I do say is we can aim the tapping at the symptoms. I'm just going to say this again. Some of you have heard me say it over and over, but I'm going to keep saying it. You can use tapping for absolutely everything. Everything. Okay? So, and I'm saying that because people will contact me and say, well, can I use it for this? And I'm like, absolutely, because whenever you're tapping, you're changing how you think. You're engaging your brain, because what happens is the amygdala fires up, it senses danger, it causes hormones to flood into the body, the cortisol, adrenaline, insulin goes into the body, and that's what makes the emotion feel so real. I was even, we're just going to learn more and more about this.
I know, yeah.
Because somebody was even telling me that emotional memory's in the fascia. is what I heard. And I thought, well,
Cellular?
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you understand that we are 70 trillion cells and that all those cells actually have consciousness, and I was trying to tell you guys last time about how when you say, oh, my big fat butt, well, your big fat butt is listening, okay? And your big fat butt hears
Says,
that
okay.
as a command. Okay, so what I want you to remember, if you don't get any other takeaway from here today, is that this is an inclusion-based universe. Most of you know I teach law of attraction and the tapping together, because basically if I get a match to me and I'm getting things I don't want, I want to be able to figure out how to change that in me.
Yeah.
And I like the tapping because we are physical. Okay, I like the tapping because it actually engages my brain. Because what I've had to learn from my upbringing, from the way I thought, from the things that happened to me, is that I actually want to be able to change the way I think. And if I'm changing the way I think, but it really has an undercurrent of fear, that's not going to stick.
Right. Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So I've been doing more and more tapping too about the body.
Okay.
Okay, the stress and anxiety I feel in my body about my body, because most of us are beating us up pretty good all day long.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, let's see. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do kind of a generic, just stress and anxiety
Okay.
for a few minutes, and then we're going to go into the positive stuff. Remember that in an inclusion-based universe, I just want to say it really this simple and clear. If it's getting your attention, it's getting bigger, okay? So if you're in worry and fear,
Right.
okay, how do I stop that? You stop it by acknowledging the worry and fear while you are tapping, okay? I actually had a lady contact me who has a page who said nobody understands why they're letting her post me on there because I'm doing negative in their law of attraction.
Oh.
And I had to explain to her how you're thinking and feeling these things
Yes.
anyway, and she said, well, that's brilliant. I get that. So we're going to, at some point, we'll set up a live and we'll be on there, okay? So first thing I want you to do is I want you to think, whether it was this morning or there was some junk that happened yesterday that was stressful, you're still thinking about, maybe something upcoming that you're stressing about, okay? All I want you to do is focus in on that.
Okay.
I want you to feel that stress. It might be in your shoulders, your upper chest, your stomach, okay? Did you know that the reason we feel so many things in our stomach is that's our gut
Connection.
instinct?
Yep.
We have basal ganglia, the way I understand it, in the stomach, just like we have in the brain. That's why this is your feeling brain. Your solar plexus, gut instinct, it's your feeling brain. So when you're trying to think, I'm a multimillionaire because now bills due that you can't afford. But your stomach's all a tither. Your stomach is going, no, this is how you really feel
This is
about
true,
it. Okay?
yes.
If you started listening to your body has a lot of valuable information for you. So let's go to the side of the hand. Okay? And what I want you to do is you're going to repeat after me while you're focusing in on whatever it is that was stressful. Might be your body, might be your health, might be your money, might be your kids, might be something that's coming up or already happened. Okay? Here we go. Rate it on a 1 to 10. How high is that? Okay? And at the very end, if I forget to ask you, just tune back in and see if it came down.
Okay.
All right? Oh, here we go. Even though I have the stress and anxiety
Even though I have the stress and anxiety
in my body and mind,
in my body and mind,
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love and honor myself.
love and honor myself.
And even though I have the stress and anxiety
And even though I have the stress and anxiety
in my body and mind,
in my body and
I
mind,
think crappy thoughts,
I think crappy thoughts,
worrisome thoughts.
worrisome thoughts.
My stomach bugs me.
My stomach bugs
And I
me.
deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love and accept myself.
love and accept
Now, just
myself.
remember, if that's not how it affected you, it doesn't matter. Still say the same words, okay? And even though I have the stress and anxiety,
And even though I have the stress and anxiety,
this long time habit of stress and anxiety,
this long time habit of stress and
I
anxiety,
deeply and completely.
I deeply and completely
Okay, why does this say swipe? Oh, I didn't even see you guys. Okay, love and accept myself.
love and accept
Okay, so
myself.
go right here to the eyebrow. Now, I just want you to feel into that part of your body, okay? And say this stress and anxiety in my body.
The stress and anxiety in my body.
Side of the eye. It's coming from stressful thoughts.
It's coming from stressful thoughts.
Under the eye. I think those stressful thoughts so fast,
I think those stressful thoughts so fast.
they impact my body before I even know what happened.
They impact my body before I even know what happened.
Right here on the chin. All this stress in my body from my mind.
All the stress in my body from my mind.
Collarbone. It's been there so long.
It's been there so long.
Under the arm. It feels normal to me.
It feels normal to me.
Top of the head, my crappy normal.
My crappy normal.
That's kind of funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right here. All that anxiety in my belly.
All that anxiety in my belly.
Side of the eye, coming from the stress in my head.
Coming from the stress in my head.
Under the eye, I've worried and feared so long.
I've worried and feared so long.
Under the nose, I'm afraid I won't be able to maintain positivity.
I'm afraid I won't be able to maintain positivity.
Chin, all this stress I feel.
All the stress I feel.
Collarbone, all this anxiety I feel.
All this anxiety I feel.
Under the arm, I'm just going to acknowledge how I'm feeling.
I'm just going to acknowledge how I'm feeling.
Top of the head, and be okay with it.
And be okay with
Yeah,
it.
some of you saw I'm already burping, okay?
Yeah.
Burping's a good thing. Crying, burping, all that wonderful stuff. Right here on the eyebrow. Let's do another round. All this old stress and anxiety.
All this old stress and anxiety.
Side of the eye. It seems like my new thoughts are as crappy as the old ones.
Seems like my new thoughts are as crappy as my old ones.
Under the eye. Creating this stressful, anxious experience in my body.
Creating this stressful, anxious
Experience
in my body.
Under the nose. I can feel it.
I can feel it.
Chin. It feels normal to me.
It feels normal to me.
Collarbone. Now I'm going to kind of start taking you into the middle. Could I really feel better than this?
Could I really feel better than this?
Under the arm. On a regular basis?
On a regular basis?
Top of the head. What if I could?
What if I could?
Eyebrow. What if I could practice better thoughts?
What if I could practice better thoughts?
Side of the eye. After I tap out my anxiety and fear.
After I tap out my anxiety and fear.
Under the eye. Tapping in the good ones too.
Tapping in the good ones too.
Under the nose. So that I'm still engaging my brain.
So that I'm still engaging my brain.
Chin. So that I'm really changing me.
So that I'm really changing me.
Collarbone. On a cellular level.
On a cellular level.
Under the arm. It's safe for me.
It's safe for me.
Top of the head. To input new and better information.
To input new and better information.
Okay, so now we're going to go into some positives. So going right here on the eyebrow. Positive affirmations make me feel good.
Positive affirmations make me feel good.
Side of the eye. I feel good when I put in positive stuff.
I feel good when I put in positive stuff.
Under the eye. Allowing myself to be my friend.
Allowing myself to be my
Okay,
friend.
that made me laugh because it's something my husband always says. Whoops. Under the nose.
I'm just trying to be friends with myself.
Yeah. Under the nose. Allowing myself to be nice to me.
Allowing myself to be nice to me.
Chin. Supporting myself.
Supporting myself.
Collarbone with better thoughts.
With better thoughts.
Under the arm. What if positive affirmations could be a habit for me?
What if positive affirmations could be a habit for me?
Top of the head. Well, that only takes practice.
Well, that only takes practice.
Eyebrow. Practicing better feeling thoughts.
Practicing better feeling thoughts.
Remembering that my most powerful
Remembering that my most powerful
is now.
Is now.
Under the eye. The most powerful I am is right now.
The most powerful I am is right now.
Under the nose. So it matters what I'm thinking.
So it matters what I'm thinking.
I'm totally free to choose thoughts of joy.
I'm totally free to choose thoughts of joy.
Collarbone. I'm totally free to choose thoughts of happy.
I'm totally free to choose thoughts of happy.
Under the arm. I'm totally free to choose thoughts of kindness.
I'm totally free to choose thoughts of kindness.
Top of the head. I'm totally free to choose those thoughts.
I'm totally free to choose those thoughts.
Eyebrow. I'm going to take that one. Self-love helps me make positive changes easily.
Self-love helps make positive changes easy.
Side of the eye. I want to practice learning to love me.
I want to practice learning to love me.
Under the eye. That's a practice I want to practice.
That's a practice I want to practice.
Under the nose, because we take better care of things we love.
Because we take better care of things we love.
I could really learn to love me.
I could really learn to love me.
I can say today,
I can say today,
I'm choosing thoughts that feel good.
I'm choosing thoughts that feel good.
On purpose.
On purpose.
Under the arm. Choosing thoughts that feel good today.
Choosing thoughts that feel good today.
On purpose.
On purpose.
Top of the head. What if that is my purpose?
What if that is my purpose?
Right here on the eyebrow. Feeling good on purpose.
Feeling good on purpose.
Side of the eye. That gives me a purpose.
Yeah, that gives me a purpose.
Under the eye. This purpose stuff I look for.
This purpose stuff I look for.
Under the nose. Begins by me feeling good on purpose.
Begins by me feeling good on purpose.
Chin. I am good enough.
I am good enough.
Collarbone. I love knowing I'm good enough.
I love knowing I'm good enough.
Under the arm. Nothing to earn or deserve.
Nothing to earn or deserve.
I was born this way.
I was born this
Okay, I
way.
just heard Lady Gaga in
Gaga.
my head. My body mirrors my state of mind.
My body mirrors my state of mind.
Eyebrow. So it's important that I feel good.
So it's important I feel good.
Side of the eye, because my body responds to my thoughts.
Because my body responds to
it's
my
true, you
thoughts.
guys, okay? I keep in mind that when I breathe deeply,
I keep in mind that when I breathe deeply,
my body relaxes.
my body relaxes.
Under the nose. The deeper I breathe,
The deeper I breathe,
the more relaxed my body gets.
the more relaxed my body gets.
Jen, these are really good things to remember.
These are really good things to remember.
Collarbone. Even if I'm stuck in traffic,
Even if I'm stuck in traffic,
stay on the collarbone. It just gives me time to do more affirmations.
it just gives me time to do more affirmations.
Under the arm, deliberately and mindfully thinking.
Deliberately and mindfully thinking.
Top of the head. So even sitting in traffic,
So even sitting in traffic,
I can grow my love and appreciation of me.
I can grow my love and appreciation. for
Today,
me.
I want to look for things that are beautiful.
Today I want to look for things that are beautiful.
Side of the eye. I want to look for things that are pleasing to my eyes.
I want to look for things that are pleasing to my
Under
eyes.
the eye. I love spring.
I love spring.
Under the nose. All the new growth.
all the new growth.
Chin. Just like me.
Just like me.
Collarbone. Constantly looking for things.
Constantly looking for things
Under the arm that just feel good.
that just feel good.
Top of the head. Because I really value feeling good.
Because I really value feeling good.
Valuing me feeling good.
Valuing me feeling good.
Side of the eye. All this practice
All this practice.
under the eye, it adds up
It adds up.
and it makes a difference
And it makes a difference
in my body and mind.
in my body and
Today I
mind.
choose to focus on abundance.
Today I choose to focus on abundance.
Air is very abundant.
Air is very abundant.
Top of the head. My breath in and out
My breath in and out
reminds me of receiving and giving.
reminds me of receiving and giving.
Side of the eye. It's circulation.
It's circulation.
Under the eye, and here it goes
Yes.
in our body.
Yes.
Circulation.
Here it goes in our body, circulation.
Yeah. I like to wake up each morning.
I like to wake up each morning
Chin. Before I even get out of bed.
before I even get
Stay
out
on
of
the
bed.
chin. Name 10 things that I have so much appreciation for.
Name 10 things that I have so much appreciation for.
Collarbone, I could write that on my mirror.
I could write that on my mirror.
Under the arm. This is a fun practice.
This is a fun practice.
Top of the head. Today I label everything success.
Today I label everything success.
Eyebrow. Everything I do today I label success.
Everything I do today, I label success.
Side of the eye. Because even if it gave me an outcome I didn't want,
Because even if it gave me an outcome I didn't want,
that's good information.
that's good information.
I'm never stuck.
I'm never stuck.
Chin. Stuck is only a thought.
Stuck is only a thought,
Collarbone. And I can change it.
and I can change it.
Right here. Somebody said, what's the point of them tapping on themselves? It incorporates your brain, Nicholas. Right here. Feeling better.
Feeling better?
Right here. One thought at a time.
One thought at a time.
Allowing my body and brain to get happier.
Allowing my body and brain to get happier.
Having better chemicals from my brain go into my body.
Having better chemicals from my brain going to my body.
Under the eye so that I can feel good.
So that I can feel good.
Today, I bless my money with love.
Today I bless my money with
Jen,
love.
I find abundance all around me.
I find abundance all around me.
My work is fulfilling and prosperous.
My work is fulfilling and prosperous.
Under the arm, fulfilling and prosperous work.
For fulfilling and prosperous work.
Top of the head, that sounds a lot more fun.
That sounds a lot more fun.
Right here, willing to release old patterns of thought.
Willing to release old patterns of thought.
Side of the eye, swapping praise for criticism. Swapping criticism for praise.
swapping criticism for praise.
Under the eye, praising myself.
Praising myself.
Under the nose, I can be my best cheerleader.
I can be my best cheerleader.
Chin, I can say to me the things in my head.
I can say to me the things in my head.
Collarbone, that I really want to hear.
That I really want to hear.
Under the arm, when I learn to appreciate me.
When I learn to appreciate me.
At the top of the head, others will reflect that back to me.
Others will reflect that back to me.
I might even hear them say, I appreciate you.
I might even hear them say, I appreciate
Side
you.
of the eye, practicing love and appreciation of me.
Practicing love and appreciation of
Harmony
me.
surrounds me.
Harmony surrounds me.
Under the nose, all is well in my world.
All is well in my world.
Chin, I am always in the right place.
I'm always in the right place.
At the right time.
At the right time.
Doing the right thing.
Doing the right thing.
Today is a wonderful day.
Today is a wonderful
For
day.
I choose to make it so.
For I choose to make it so.
Under the arm, knowing I'm enough.
Knowing I'm enough.
Top of the head, I've always been enough.
I've always been enough.
And will always be enough.
And will always be enough.
Okay, so we're going to do the song real fast and then we're going to get out of here, all right? So here we go. Second line is, I shine my light now. So you don't have to sing.
I'm not singing.
All right, so here we go, right here. I am enough now. I shine my light now. I am enough now. I was born this way. I am enough now. I shine my light now. And nobody can take that away. All right, we got to get out of here, so I want to thank my sponsors again, Noblesville Trophies, Logan Street Signs and Banners. If there's any way they can help you, give them a call first, even if they just guide and direct you somewhere else, because they do so many wonderful things. And that is Jim Wofford, who allows us to be here. Mm-hmm. Tell them how to find you.
Give me a call or text me, 317-750-2445. You can look me up on Facebook. I'm right there, and hope to hear from you.
Yeah, and I do this one-on-one. I do this in group. I have group on Sunday. Thanks, everybody, for being on here.
All your
Facebook,
dates will be on your
YouTube,
calendar.
Twitter, all my dates will be on my calendar. If there's anything that I said that's confusing, well, you're on your own. No. You could send me a note if you need to know about dates that are upcoming. I am in Indiana in the United States, so we've got some classes coming up. If you're in or around the area, you want to be a part of that, because it's just the tapping does a body good.
For my
There you go.
birthday, I accept cash or check.
Oh, yeah, Scott's going to put his PayPal link on here. No, just kidding. All right, so share me when you're watching this. Share me in other groups. Let's get more people happy on the
Yes.
planet. That's why I'm here. So until we see you next time, guys. Scott, what does Melissa always say for us? Okay, tap it out, Angel.
Tap it out, Angel.
You get to
Yeah.
say it. So
Tap it out, Angel.
until I see you next time, keep tapping into you.